Let's kick things off with Christmas, the only day of the year that you hope an intruder will sneak into your home. Yesterday was the official start of the holiday season, as New York City put up its world-famous Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. And just like everything else in 2020, this year's tree is doing the best it can.
The Rockefeller Christmas tree in New York City is usually lifts our spirits this time of year. But this year, well, let's just say that by 2020 standards, it's pretty perfect. The tree was just put into place atop of Rockefeller Center. Look at all the holes, and it just kind of, I don't know, it kind of looks like a Charlie Brown tree, like a large version of the Charlie Brown tree.
No. No, 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 no. You leave that poor tree alone. You already killed it. Now you're gonna make fun of its appearance? Who are you people? Do you do this at funerals too? Damn, Uncle Mark, you got fat. Look at you. You can't even fit in that casket. Anyway, rest in peace. We're gonna miss you. I mean, think about it. That tree has been through a pandemic, a race war, and a contested election. I think it deserves a round of applause for just staying upright. And by the way, it's not like that tree asked to be displayed to the world right now. It clearly needed more time to fill out and look good. That tree wasn't prepared. Imagine if you were going to a big party, but then they just grabbed you while you were getting dressed. Then everyone at the party's like, wow, just an undershirt and socks? You guys didn't give me time. I was gonna put on Spanx. And besides, I think putting up a tree like this is actually very responsible of New York City. The last thing we need in the middle of a pandemic is a big, beautiful tree that draws a giant crowd. With this tree, it is easy for everyone to be 6 feet apart. But let's move on to the human version of that tree, Donald Jiggy With It Trump. In his continuing efforts to find an alternative result to the 2020 elections, Trump on Twitter has already claimed victory in both Pennsylvania and Michigan. Congratulations, Trump, you're president on Twitter. But in reality, both of those states are making like Melania and slapping his grubby little paws away.
The Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruled that Republican observers in Philadelphia were given proper access under state law to view vote counting. It's the latest in a string of legal defeats for President Trump and his last-ditch effort to challenge results in states that he's lost.
New election drama unfolded in Michigan. A public Zoom call turned tense after two Republican canvassers in Wayne County, which includes Detroit, initially blocked the move to certify election results.
Shame on you. Shame on you for leading to this level of corruption.
You talked about not certifying Detroit, even though you acknowledged that Livonia, a city, by the way, I know you know is 95% white, had bigger variances than Detroit, which is 80% black.
President Trump praised the attempt to challenge certification, tweeting having courage is a beautiful thing. But minutes later, the panel changed course, unanimously certifying the presidential results.
Woof, what a roller coaster. Basically what happened was, the Republicans on this commission tried to disenfranchise Detroit voters. But people on the Zoom call shut that down by exposing their hypocrisy. And just think about how 2020 has changed everything. Like it used to be that someone would say, oh, I saw Martin Luther King Jr. speak at the Lincoln Memorial. But in 20 years, it'll be like, oh, I saw this dude in an orange polo yell at a racist on Zoom. I think his name was Ted or Ed or something. Oh, it was so good.